Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. As you guys saw by the title, I'm explaining how to build muscle as a teenager or how to get jacked as a teenager in 2024. So we're gonna go over 4 categories. Number 1, splits. Number 2, training. Number 3, diet. And number 4, recovery. So number 1, splits. Splits are workout splits, how you divide up your workouts during the week. There are 3 different types of splits that I am going to explain in this video. Number 1 is a very common one, and you guys have probably heard about it. It's what most people do: push-pull legs. Push-pull legs refers to a push workout, which is chest, shoulders, triceps; a pull workout, which is back, biceps, and forearms; and legs, which are your legs, your lower body. You can do it 3 times a week, you can do it 6 times a week, you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, push-pull legs, you can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, push-pull legs, you can do Monday through Saturday, push-pull legs, push-pull legs. So there's a workout split for you guys if you want to do that. Number 2, the upper-lower split. Now, I definitely don't recommend this split. I did it for a while I was training for football, and it does work. It's a split that works, but I don't recommend it. It's necessarily not gonna get you far. Usually it's a 4-day-a-week workout split, so if you wanna work out 4 days a week, this is the workout split for you. Monday, upper body; Tuesday, lower body; Wednesday, upper body; Thursday, lower body. So upper lower split. You basically train your entire upper body, then you train your entire lower body. So I definitely don't recommend this because training your entire upper body at once, you're not going to get a lot done. But that's another workout split if you guys want to do. My personal favorite split, and the one that I am currently on as we speak, is the Arnold split. So created by Arnold Schwarzenegger. What he does is chest and back, arms, and then legs, and he did that 6 times a week. So Monday, chest and back; Tuesday, arms; Wednesday, legs; and then repeat. Thursday, chest and back; Friday, arms; Saturday, legs. Now, I only work out 3 days a week, and I actually do Monday, I do chest and back; Tuesday, I do legs; and Wednesday, I do arms. And with this Arnold split, when you do arms, you are also doing shoulders. I always kind of consider shoulders are part of your arm workout. But yeah, the Arnold split. So that is the one that I definitely recommend that will get you the most gains. Push-pull legs is great too. It works. Necessarily, I did it for a little bit. It didn't really work well for me. The Arnold split is my favorite. Yeah, the most important thing about all of this is to find out what works best for you. Try out all these different splits and see what you guys like. Like I said, with the Arnold split and the push-pull legs split, you can either do those 3 days a week or 6 days a week. Number 2, we're gonna talk about training. Okay, so when it comes to training, I recommend 3 exercises per muscle group. So say, for example, you're training your chest, I do 3 chest exercises. Or you're training your back, I do 3 back exercises on each of my days. I do 3 to 4 sets on my compound lifts. Compound lifts are bench, squat, deadlifts, and also pull-ups. I would put pull-ups in there too. I do 3 to 4 sets to work on strength. 1 to 8 reps in the rep range will really focus on your strength. You would still obviously build muscle, but 1 through 8 reps will focus on strength. If you want to build strength, aim for the 1 to 8 rep range. I do 5 on my compound lifts, 5 reps. Like I said, works best for me. That's what I like to do, and I see the most amount of gains. Also, here's a little extra tip that I'm going to add in. On your bench, squat, and deadlift, pausing at the bottom of each rep, called pause reps, will actually build so much strength and will help you out of any plateau in your strength gains. Helped me a bunch. My friend Luca actually recommended it to me a long time ago. I totally recommend doing pause reps if you're wanting to build a lot of strength in those compound lifts. 2 sets of failure on everything else. You can also do 3 sets of 12, but I recommend 2 sets of failure. That's what I do, and you really only need 2 sets. If you are training to failure, you only need 2 sets. Okay, but what is a rep and what is a set? A rep is short for repetition, and that is each repetition of an exercise. So say if you do 1 push-up, that is 1 rep. A set is a collection of reps. So say if you want to do 20 push-ups, you could do 2 sets of 10 push-ups. Now for rest time, I usually recommend on your compound lifts, if you're training for strength, I recommend around 5 minutes of rest in between each set. That may sound a lot to you guys, but that is actually what a lot of people do in the fitness and powerlifting community, the bodybuilding community. More rest equal more gains. Obviously, you don't want to rest longer for 5 minutes, but you don't want 30 seconds of rest in between each exercises. I do 5 minutes of rest in between each compound lifts, again for strength. On every other set, I do around 3 minutes. What exercises should you be doing? We'll start off with chest. Chest, I recommend bench press, any type of incline press. This includes incline dumbbell, incline Smith machine, or just normal incline bench, and cable flies. This all targets your pec major and pec minor. And the main focus you want to work on is incline. Incline is going to build your upper chest, and any incline movement is probably the most important thing for your chest. A lot of people think that flat bench is the most important thing for your chest, and though it helps for sure, a bench press is more of an ego lift, not in a bad way. It just doesn't build a lot of muscle. When you bench, you're more focusing on strength. Now back, how to train your back. Pull-ups, barbell rows, and cable rows, or I would say the best exercises for your back. They target all the muscles in your back, including the lats, which is a big one. I also train rear delts on my back days, which is a part of your shoulder, actually, one of the delts, but it's the rear delt back here, and I actually train that on my back days because it ties in perfectly with your back, and it's definitely a muscle that you do not want to be skipping. Definitely, I do face pulls for these, and yes, I do train these on my back days. Shoulders are very important if you're wanting to build that V taper, especially as a guy. Lateral raises, cable lat raises, and the lat machine. If you don't have access to the lat machine, you can also do overhead press. I'm not a big fan of that one, but I know a lot of people are. Those are great for building your shoulders, overhead pressing. So I honestly do recommend that over the lat machine. Now for triceps, we have tricep push down, rope push down, and dips. Now, these are all so important for your triceps. If you don't want to do dips, because they do work a little bit of your chest, you could also do skull crushers. These are also great for your triceps. Biceps. Now, of course, I know you guys all want to hear about how to get your biceps bigger. Of course, every guy, wants to get big biceps. Things that are going to help with this are curls, dumbbell curls, cable curls, and barbell curls. These are all 3 that I do and definitely recommend. And again, if you train till failure, you will burn out your biceps and build some crazy biceps. Forearms, we can't forget the forearms. I train these on arm day, obviously. Good exercises for these are forearm curls, reverse forearm curls, and easy bar curls. Easy bar curls also target your bicep, but these are great for your forearms. You can tie them in with a bicep workout. Also, hammer curls are another one. I'm sure you guys have heard of those. Hammer curls are very good for your forearms. Definitely build those. Also, they target your biceps. Now, quads. Of course, I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but legs. Yes, we have to train legs. Legs are very important. So yes, definitely we should train legs. And here's the tip. Legs are the biggest muscles in your body, and they release the most amount of testosterone and endorphins. And HGH. So the more you train legs, the bigger you're gonna get. And if you have small legs, you don't want to look like one of these. Like, come on, guys. Train your legs, guys. Don't skip legs. Good exercise for quads. Squats are the pinnacle of leg exercises. Honestly, I would argue one of the most important exercises you can do. You definitely have to squat. Unless you have an injury or something preventing you, like knee pain or back pain, I would definitely look into that so you can squat. Squatting is very important. Lunges and quad extensions were also great exercise for your quads. Hamstrings. Deadlifts, again, another very important exercise. You don't necessarily have to do these because they do put a lot of strain on your back, but I personally love deadlifts. They are super fun to do. If you like training deadlifts, definitely deadlift. I only recommend deadlifting maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. You don't have to deadlift every session. Puts a lot of strain on your body. RDLs are another one, great for hamstrings. You will definitely feel the burn in these. And sitting hamstring curls, these are another important one. If you do all 3 of these, your hamstrings are going to be completely toast and you're gonna have some big ass looking legs, bro. Like, come on, train your legs. Glutes. Now, I personally don't focus on the glutes, but if you're a girl, obviously, I'm sure you guys are very interested in learning how to grow your glutes. So again, squats. Squats will grow your glutes. I know a lot of friends of mine who are girls and they don't squat, and you know, they want bigger butts. I'm like, you gotta squat. That will definitely build some glutes. Lying hamstring curls will also very good for your glutes, and hip thrusts. Now, I personally don't do these, but hip thrusts are going to grow your glutes immensely. So I recommend that if that's what you are going for. Now, calves. This is a muscle you really shouldn't be skipping. Calves. You can do standing calf raises or you can do sitting calf raises. Also, some gyms have calf machines that you can use. Now, calves are different than any other muscle group in your body. They actually do not need a lot of rest, and you should train them every day. I train calves at the end of every one of my workouts. I definitely recommend training calves every day, except for if they are sore. If they are sore, let them rest, but if not, annihilate those fucking calves, bro. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to do crazy big exercises, crazy 6 days a week workout in the gym for 5 hours. I only train 3 days a week. Honestly, if you guys know who Mike Mentzer is, he is the king of resting and king of low volume, and he is fully natural. And the biggest piece of all of this training and everything I'm going to talk about is consistency. Consistency is the key to all of this. You could be doing 100 push-ups a week and that's all you do, but if you do that for 6 months, you're going to see results, and it's gonna be great. Number 3, we are going to go over diet. Now, diet is how you are going to repair everything that you just tore down. Diet is very important for your health, overall health, not just obviously building muscle, but it is a big factor in building muscle. So we're going to talk about a couple things. Caloric deficit, which occurs when you consume fewer calories than your body burns, leading to weight loss over time. I would say about 2,000 calories a day for this, but obviously that depends on your body type, your height, your weight, your age. It depends on everything. So I definitely recommend a calorie calculator. I'll put a calorie calculator in the description below if you guys want to check that out. That is something that I personally use and it works. It asks you your age, your height, your weight, and tell you how many calories you need to gain weight or to lose weight. It is definitely a big tool that helps a lot. Caloric surplus occurs when you consume more calories than your body burns, which leads to weight gain over time. This is also referred to as bulking. If you are a skinny guy wanting to build muscle, you have to bulk. Your body is not just going to pull all of this nutrients out of thin air. You have to give it the fuel. Think about your body as a car. You need to give it the specific type of fuel and enough fuel to get it running and working like a machine. So I recommend 4,000 calories a day if you're going to bulk. Again, that all depends on your weight, height, and everything, but 4,000 calories is the average for what people say when you are bulking. That is what I'm doing right now, and I've gained about 30 pounds in the last month. So it works. And here's something that I'm gonna say. I always hear, and I used to be a victim of this as well, and this goes for people trying to lose weight and trying to gain weight. Nobody can bend the laws of thermodynamics. There's no such thing as, oh my gosh, I eat so much, I can't eat anymore. How am I eating so much and I'm not gaining weight? Just eat more. Nobody can bend the laws of thermodynamics. If you eat 1,000 calories a day, you are going to lose weight. Yeah, no hate to anyone out there trying. I know how it is. Dieting can be hard. You just gotta push through it to see the future of your gains and what you want to accomplish. Now let's talk about calorie-dense foods. So there are specific foods that you can eat if you are wanting to lose weight or gain weight. For example, when I was on a cut, I was eating powdered peanut butter, which had around like 40 calories per 2 tablespoons. And 2 tablespoons of normal peanut butter has around 200 calories. So both tasted exactly the same. The powdered peanut butter had way less calories and the normal peanut butter obviously had more. So you can eat the same foods, just tweak the ingredients a little bit and change the calorie dense foods. Now, less processed foods equals more gains. Nowadays, a lot of the food we eat, especially in America, is super processed and is super bad for you. Remember, the healthier your body is, and I'm not talking about, your muscles or whatever. Your liver and your kidneys and your organs and your gut health is very important to building muscle, and honestly just being happy. Just eat raw, unfiltered foods, non-GMOs, go to Sprouts, go to Trader Joe's. Now, sugar will kill your gains. I stopped drinking soda about a month ago. Sugar is very bad for building muscle. If you want to build a lot of muscle, eat less sugar. So no soda, not a lot of candy, no desserts. I obviously still eat ice cream, multiple times a week, or desserts. But yeah, I would definitely recommend cutting out soda if you're trying to build muscle. I noticed the difference when I stopped drinking soda for sure. Now, how much protein should I be consuming? 0.7 grams to 1 gram per pound of body weight is what a lot of people recommend. So for example, I weigh 170 pounds. I should be eating around 160 to 170 grams of protein a day. 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight every day. Protein helps build muscles by providing amino acids, which are the building blocks to muscle tissue. When you exercise, your muscle fibers are tearing. Protein will help you rebuild these muscle cells and come back stronger and bigger each time. This process is called muscle protein synthesis, and this is why protein is so important. Now, these are foods that I recommend you eat on a daily basis. Meat, red meat, eggs, fruits, vegetables, fish, Greek yogurt, etc. Foods like that, non-processed foods, just straight foods that were already made. Meat is what is in meat. Meat is just meat. What is in vegetables and fruits? It's just fruit. It doesn't have all these other ingredients. You want to eat non-processed foods. Now we are going to talk about white fat versus brown fat. Most of our fat is white fat, which stores extra energy. Too much white fat builds up in obesity and is what makes you fat. Brown fat breaks down blood sugar, glucose, and fat molecules to create heat and help maintain body temperature. Cold temperatures activate brown fat, which leads to various metabolic changes in the body. Ways to increase brown fat is cold exposure, exercise, and a good diet. Foods to help increase brown fat: avocado, nuts, and fish are very good to increase your brown fat. Now we are going to talk about creatine. Creatine is a supplement I'm sure most of you have heard about. It is the most researched and safest supplement to take on the market right now. Creatine is a compound made from amino acids that's found in the body, red meat, and seafood. The body also produces creatine in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. Taking creatine as a supplement increases strength, muscle building, and can help brain health actually. The way it does this is creatine creates more ATP in your body, which is what gives your muscles energy. Say before you take creatine, you can do 10 pull-ups. After you start taking creatine, by the next week or two, you're able to do 12 to 13 pull-ups just from the creatine. 5 grams of creatine a day is what you should take, and it's what I take. It takes a couple weeks to build up in the system, but trust me, creatine is definitely effective and is useful. You definitely want to take creatine if you're trying to build muscle. Another little side note is creatine will add water weight to you. So if you're trying to cut, just know if you start taking creatine, it will add around like 5 pounds of water weight, and it makes you look fuller. So obviously this is very good in a bulking sense. Creatine will make you look bigger and more fuller, but in a cutting sense, you might not want this side effect. For more information on creatine, I linked a video in the description to explain all the science behind creatine. Number 4, we're going to talk about recovery. Working out / lifting tears your muscle fibers. Rest, sleep, and protein are the pillars of your recovery. Will help you rebuild muscle better and stronger each time. Sauna, ice baths, and yoga are also very good recovery methods that I all do. I definitely recommend all of those to do. These will increase your gains tremendously and just make you feel better. Sauna, ice baths, and yoga are so good for your mental and physical health. I honestly recommend this over working out in general. If you don't want to do all this lifting and whatever, just do these and you'll feel great. Sauna helps promote muscle relaxation and eliminate lactic acids and other toxins that may have built up during your workout. Sauna reduces stress, helps sleep, and cardiovascular health. First time doing a sauna, 5 to 10 minutes. After that, I would say 20 minutes a session. If you have time, you can do 20-minute intervals with 5 minutes of rest in between. And definitely always remember to bring water in the sauna. You need to stay hydrated. And again, that will help you build even more muscle. Ice bath / cold therapy, honestly one of my favorites. Reduces muscle soreness, decreases inflammation, better sleep, reduces stress, improves skin, and actually helps acne, and increased energy. When you immerse yourself in cold water, your body releases a variety of chemicals, including endorphins, the body's natural pain relievers that can also enhance feelings of well-being. Noradrenaline, also known as norepinephrine. This neurotransmitter helps manage stress and boost energy and focus. Dopamine, also known as the feel-good hormone. Dopamine is associated with feelings of happiness, motivation, alertness, and focus. Other chemicals released during cold exposure, also serotonin, which is very vital for well-being. If you don't have access to an ice bath, cold showers or cousins, although not as efficient, still work and release the same chemicals. I definitely recommend. I would say 1 to 3 ice baths a week, or if you're going to take a cold shower, take a cold shower every day when you shower. 2 minutes for beginners in the ice bath and 6 to 12 minutes after that. Any temperature around / under 50 degrees Fahrenheit will work for an ice bath. Sleep. Now we're going to talk about sleep. I know a lot of teenagers / my friends do not get a lot of sleep, honestly, because of school, because of stress, because of wanting to stay up late and getting up early in the morning. Sleep can be very hard for teenagers, but it is very vital for muscle recovery and just in general for your well-being. Sleep is super important. During sleep, the body releases human growth hormone, HGH, which helps repair muscle tissues and build new muscle fibers. The more deep sleep you get, the more HGH is released. Protein synthesis. Sleep helps muscles release amino acids into the bloodstream, which helps them grow bigger and stronger. Not getting enough sleep can prevent muscle growth because it prevents muscles from recovering properly. For example, a 2011 study found that people who got only 5.5 hours of sleep per night saw a 60% reduction in muscle mass, while those who got 8.5 hours of sleep per night experienced a 40% increase in muscle mass. I recommend 10 hours of sleep a night, but at least 8. At least 8. Alright guys, so there we have it. There are my tips and tricks. Very simple to build muscle as a teenager. Some key notes. Again, consistency is the very important thing. As long as you stay consistent with all of this, you will see gains and you'll be very happy with the progress that you've made. I hope you all enjoyed and got useful information out of this. Make sure to please like, subscribe, and comment. Maybe share the video if you want. It helps out a lot. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.